Before our main discussion, I want you to imagine a world where the very things that makes a place is vibrant and lush. The heat, the rain, the abundance of life also pose a challenges to our growing population. That's the reality of tropical agriculture, whereas it has incredible potential or incredible abilities, but at the same time possess a difficulties and challenges. And today, we will discuss that challenges and opportunities to this vital sector. A pleasant day to each and everyone. I am Ariel A. Lopez, and I'm your virtual speaker for today and be able to discuss about the tropical agriculture. But first, let us define what is tropical agriculture. So tropical agriculture pertains about the agricultural practices and systems adapted to the climatic conditions of tropical regions of Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, which is typically characterized by high temperatures, high humidity, and significant rainfall throughout the year. I have an illustration here about the map. This map is all about the vegetation map. This map clearly shows the area between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn, which is the region where tropical agriculture thrives. And the warm temperatures and the abundant rainfall in this zone make it ideal for growing a wide variety of crops such as coffee, cocoa, bananas, pineapples, rice, sugarcane, and etc. As you observe on the vegetation map, it has different colors, as well as the two lines. So these two lines is the middle section, and the area between the two lines is the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. And these lines are called the tropics. This is where we are interested in for a tropical agriculture discussion. And on the other hand, colors show farming types. The different colors in the map show different kinds of farming or land use. We will focus on the ones relevant to the tropics. In addition, this vegetation map shows how people use land for farming around the world. Different colors means different types of farming. And let's try to break down by color and some country examples of it. So the color gray, little to no agriculture. It means places where it's too cold, rocky, or dry to farm much. An example for this is the Canada's Arctic areas, the Greenland or deserts like the Sahara Desert in Africa or parts of Australia. The light blue, commercial dairy farming. It pertains about raising cows for milk and dairy products, often in places with good pasture. An example for this, parts of the United States, especially the Midwest and some areas in Europe like France or Germany. The red one, which means the plantation, and it pertains about the large farms that grow one crop like tea, coffee, banana, and usually in tropical areas. Example for this is some places in Central America like Costa Rica for bananas or Brazil for coffee or parts of Southeast Asia. The orange one, on the other hand, shifting cultivation. It means the farmers clear land, grow crops for a few years, then move on and let the forest grow back. An example for this is the parts of the Amazon rainforest and some areas in Southeast Asia and parts of Africa. So overall, this vegetation maps shows us how people use land in different parts of the world. In the tropics, the warm and wet climate leads to specific types of farming, like growing rice to feed families or growing crops like coffee, bananas to sell. The legend on this vegetation map explains what each color means and why those types of farming happen in those places. As I've said earlier that farmers face challenges, and now let's explore the tropical agriculture that presents unique challenges that significantly affect the farmers in hot, humid regions compared to those in temperate zones. These difficulties can be understood through several key points. The first challenge that farmers face in the tropical areas, plants grow very quickly. And this can be good because it helps crops grow. But it also means that weeds grow a lot too. Farmers find it hard to keep the weeds under control because the damp conditions help them thrive. And many farmers use basic tools like plows and hoes, which are not very effective for dealing with so many weeds. The second one, on the other hand, there are also many more diseases and insect pests in tropical climates. This means that farmers have to work harder to keep their crops healthy because this condition of disease or pest can damage the plants and reduce the harvest. I have a concrete example for the disease of crop yield, specifically a banana leaf. Namely of this disease is black sigatoka. So, the banana leaf appears to be infected with black sigatoka, a fungal disease that causes brown and black spots on the leaves of banana plants, like this. The spots can eventually merge and cover the entire leaf, leading to leaf death like this, and reduce its yields. Here are some of the factors that can contribute to the development of black sigatoka. The first one is the high humidity and rainfall, which is this pertains about the fungus thrives in warm, humid conditions with frequent rainfall. The second one is the poor drainage. And the third one is the shade. And the fourth one and the last one is the plant stress. Stress from the throat, nutrient deficiency, or insect damage can weaken the plant's diseases and make it more vulnerable to infection. So the third challenge is that tropical fruits and vegetables spoil faster than those grown in cooler climates. So farmers struggle to build storage places that keep their produce safe from pests and animals, especially since the humid weather and lack of materials make things difficult. The fourth challenge is the soil in many tropical areas is often not very good for farming. A lot of tropical soil, like laterite soil, loses important nutrients due to heavy rains and washing them away. This makes it tough for farmers to grow strong and healthy crops. I would like to provide a concrete example of soil, specifically a type known as peaty soil. So, this peaty soil is characterized by its high organic matter content and primarily composed of decomposed plant material. This type of soil is typically dark brown or black and is found in wet, low-lying areas where waterlogged conditions limit the decomposition process. Due to its rich nutrient profile, peaty soil is often highly fertile and supports a unique ecosystem with a diverse range of plant and animal life. However, it can also be acidic and may require a specific amendments for optimal agricultural use. So, peaty soil plays a crucial role in carbon storage, helping mitigate climate change by sequestering carbon dioxide. So the fifth challenge of farmers is getting goods to market is also a problem to them. Many tropical regions lack good roads, which makes it hard for farmers to sell their products. And during the rainy season, some roads can be too muddy or flooded to use, trapping farmers and preventing them from reaching buyers. So the sixth one is certain pests like the tsetse fly, and this can be a big problem for raising livestock, and this fly harms animals like cows and horses, which makes it difficult for farmers in some parts of Africa to use these animals for work. However, in Southeast Asia, water buffalo are more resistant to heat and humidity, making them important for farming there. So the last one is the social and economic conditions of local communities, which this can impact for farming, and many indigenous people may face health problems and lack resources, which can make them less motivated to work in the hot climate, and this can lead to lower agricultural productivity. All in all, tropical agriculture is challenging due to factors like rapid plant growth, pests, soil quality, transportation issue, and socio-economic conditions. Farmers in these regions must navigate these obstacles to improve their farming outcomes and support their communities. So let's proceed to the next. Tropical agriculture varies significantly based on population density and environmental conditions. In areas with low population density, such as expansive deserts and equatorial forests, agriculture is minimal and often primitive. According to Smith 2020, indigenous tribes like the African Pygmies, and for the trivia, African Pygmies, also known as Congo Pygmies or Central African Foragers, are a group of ethnicities native to Central Africa and primarily in the Congo Basin. And there are three main groups of African Pygmies, which is the first, the Bambenga or Mbenga, Bambuti or Mbuti, Batwa or Twa, and they are primarily rely on hunting and subsistence farming, planting a few crops like bananas or grains, and these practices are adapted to the limited resources of their environment. So let's try to contextualize the African Pygmies, which is this ethnicity traditionally live a forager and hunting gathering lifestyle, although many contemporary groups also engage in trade with neighboring farmers to acquire cultivated foods and material items. They have a rich cultural heritage, are known for their deep connection to the forest, and their unique social structures. Conversely, densely populated areas such as Java in Indonesia, with an absolute location of 7,645 degrees south of the equator and 110,722 degrees east of the prime meridian, which this is primarily associated with rice cultivation or large-scale plantations. These regions benefit from favorable climatic conditions, and there are areas with consistent rainfall which supports rice farming. Favorable climate, these regions typically experience a consistent and reliable rainfall pattern, which is essential for rice farming because rice requires a significant amount of water throughout its growth cycle, and consistent rainfall ensures a steady supply. So this makes these areas ideal for cultivating rice, a staple food for many population. And the land use, the high population density in these areas necessitates efficient land use. Rice cultivation with its intensive farming practices allows for high yield per unit of land, since this maximizes food production to meet the needs of large population. Large-scale plantations focusing on cash crops like rubber, coffee, or tea also contribute to the economy and provide employment opportunities. So overall, the interplay of population density, climate, and vegetation significantly shapes the types of agriculture practice in tropical regions. So now, let's proceed to the tropical plantations, which is strategically located to maximize their productivity and access to resources. Let's put as example the country of Philippines, diri sa atua, which is the banana production in the Philippines is one of the world's top banana exporters and producers. And the Cavendish banana is the most grown variety in the Philippines. And the Davao region is the top banana producers in the Philippines. Also, the volume of bananas produced in the Philippines fluctuates over time. And the area of land used for banana cultivation in the Philippines has been increasing or nagataas siya over time. And asa kaya ang big plantation here sa Philippines? So, the answer for that is the largest banana plantation in the Philippines is located in Panabo City, Davao del Norte, with absolute location of 7.3087 degrees north of the equator and 125.6841 degrees east of the prime meridian. This is also known as the banana capital of the Philippines. And the Tagum Agricultural Development Corporation, or also known as TADECO, operates this massive plantation which spans around 6,900 hectares. Secondly, plantations are often established on coastal plains, and the example for this include the coastlands of the Caribbean Sea. On the banana plantation, specifically in the St. Lucia Caribbean Sea, with an absolute location of 13.8443 degrees north of the equator and 61.0028 degrees west of the prime meridian. Mura lang siya og padung tagnanan no ang nasa PPT, pero sa St. Lucia Caribbean Sea na siya. It benefits from a tropical maritime climates that support the growth of banana plants year-round. And the combination of warm temperatures and ample rainfall and rich volcanic soil creates ideal conditions for large-scale banana cultivation, which is a significant aspect of the local economy and culture. And the scenic coastal landscapes further enhance the importance of these plantations as both agricultural sites and tourist attractions in the region. Now, let's proceed to the importance of tropical products. According to Smith 2020, tropical products play a vital or significant role in global trade, although their overall value often pales in comparison to the stateless, reduced, and temperate regions. Key tropical products include food items such as the tea, coffee, cocoa, sugar, and rice. While these items are important and they do not match the bulk or the value of temperate zone products like the wheat and the meat, which are depicted prominently on various trade maps. In addition to food, tropical regions are rich in raw materials, with rubber being the most notable, and other important raw materials includes various types of hemp. However, the trade in these tropical raw materials does not reach the same value as the wool, flax, and wood pulp sourced from temperate climates. Moreover, according to Jones 2023, tropical regions export fruits, spices, and oil seeds, which add to the diversity of products available in international markets. A review of British imports reveals that while meat, wool, wheat, and dairy from temperate zones are among the top imports by value, tropical products like sugar, tobacco, rubber, and tea rank lower, positioned at about 10th to 13th on the list. For instance, the value of sugar imports is less than half that of meat, and the others are approximately a quarter of that value. However, it is essential to recognize that temperate zones provide fundamental necessities such as bread and butter, while tropical regions primarily supply items that are often considered luxuries.